everybody, it's Conda, and welcome to What Love's Got to Do with It. It's another new episode and another new guest, which I am. Hold on, I'm just going to turn my heater on. It has gone so cold here. The cold snap in Australia has been real. It's been freezing my little tits off. But I am back home in my little drag room. And I get to welcome another sister from UK versus World Season 2. It is my gorgeous friend, Choriza May, our Spanish queen that is now living in the UK in Newcastle, where my husband Jack is from. So I've spent quite a lot of time with my beautiful Choriza May, and I'm so honored to be able to chat with her, and we really do dive into a lot of different things. This episode, she talks about her time like touring around, her time in China, which is absolutely fascinating. And Teresa is kind of like me in many ways, where she really thrives on learning about different cultures and how different parts of the world work and how she can get involved. And I'm very similar. We've always bonded on that, and it's a fascinating journey and talk about her time in China, which I loved. And then we talk about her one woman show and her journey with that, and how she and a bit of her creative process. And I really found it so fascinating. I love diving deep into this mind. And she is just such a beautiful and kind and genuine soul. And I can't wait for you to hear her beautiful voice coming through your ear holes. So, my friends, without delay, we are going to be back with our gorgeous friend, Choriza May! Welcome back to What's Love's Got to Do with It. I am so excited to finally welcome to the pod my beautiful sister from UK versus World Season 2. It's Choriza May!
Hola, Choriza May. How are you, sister?
Ole, ole. I am amazing. Better for seeing you now, your beautiful face.
Thank you so much.
Where are you in the world?
I'm in Newcastle at the moment. You're familiar with it. You're
Yes,
familiar
I
with
am.
Newcastle. I'm here for 2 weeks, working and eating, so it's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a busy girl. You've been all over the shop.
I know. It's the beauty about Europe. Like you can jump from country to country, and it's just a few hours, so it's nice. Like there's plenty of gigs for us.
Yeah, thank God. You know, it's like because like the last time I was over in the UK, all the girls were like, "Oh my God, there's no work, there's no work." But have you found that you've been able to find your little niche?
Yeah, well, I'm quite lucky in that because I'm from Spain and people over there also know of me. When work goes quiet here, I just fly to Spain and and then come back here and then back being fresh in Spain. So I jump from country to country. Just it's the perfect mix. Like I always wanted to keep a 50-50. So
Yeah.
working out.
So when did you immigrate to the UK?
Oh my gosh. So the first time was for uni. I did an exchange. It's called Erasmus, and it's this thing in Europe where you, with no extra cost, you get to do 1 year in a university in a different country from Europe. They don't have this anymore in the UK because of Brexit.
Yeah.
But at the time, if you wanted to learn a little bit of English and just have a little bit of a cool experience, you could do that. So I did and came to Newcastle because it was the only option. That was 12 years ago or 13.
12.
Yeah. And then it's when I met Ian. I was living in the same neighborhood. I came to this house to meet him. We fell in love. I went back to Spain, finished my degree, finished my master's, worked for a bit, and then came back to Spain 9 years ago.
Wow. What was your degree in?
Advertising and public relations.
That makes so much sense. Because you're very good. I think that's one thing that you cannot fault Choriza May on. She knows her brand, and you're very clear in everything. And so, do you think that has like your uni stuff has come into your drag now? And like,
my gosh, so much. I'm so lucky. Like I tell everyone, you need to. I appreciate many. I mean, the normal thing for drag queens is they come from an artist background into this, and you can see that they're either comedians, actresses. I come from advertising, and I think what shines most about my drag is my brand. And 100%. And even like when I worked in Madrid, I was working it was social media agency. So I think that shows on my socials.
Ah,
So that's why, yeah, that's where that comes from. I know. And then I did a master's in creativity and graphic design, and
creativity. What's a master's in creativity?
just a scam to get a lot of money off you with a very flashy name. That's what it is. That is what it is. Because the fortune we paid for that.
I know that's like crazy. Has Drag Race and like doing drag and stuff, has that helped you pay off your tuition?
Sorry.
Are you free? Are you debt free
Oh,
from your tuition?
yeah, yeah. So in Spain, it's quite good actually. University is not as expensive to start
Mm.
with. So it's quite good when you do an exchange program to the UK because every fucker is paying a fortune for the uni that you are paying nothing for. But because my academic records were so good, I did not pay a cent for any of my uni.
Ah, bitch. Are you
It
a
was
little
all covered.
genius?
It was all covered by the state. So yeah, I didn't pay
Oh,
anything.
I love that. Have
Yeah.
you always been studious? Did you grow up, were you like at school, like as a kid, were you quite studious?
That's funny. I was not to start with. I was very lazy. I remember I would hide my workbooks. I would hide them between my mattress and the actual bed because I didn't want to do the homework at all. But then I realized, growing a bit older, I was like, well, I'm not the cool kid in the class because everyone is
Mm.
calling me it. I don't have, I don't have that many friends. So I need to do something. I need to be the best of something. So I thought, you know what? I have lots of free time because I don't have any friends to go out with. So I'll just study a lot and then I'll be the best in class and show these bitches how it's done. And that's how we became very studious, to be honest, out of pettiness. I
That is
know.
out of pettiness. Are
Yeah.
you someone that, because I'm very similar in the way that when someone tells me that I can't do something or they pick on me for something, I'm like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna be the best at it. Are you the same?
It's a great force. It's a great way to transform energy. It's what I
Fuck yeah.
thought.
It
Yeah.
really is, honestly. So when you you grew up in Spain, what's your family
Mhm.
like? What was your dynamic with your family?
It was at the moment it's great, but I come from a
Mm.
very small town surrounded by orange trees. That's all there is. There's not a train
Ah,
station. There's not a bus station. There's nothing. It's my town is 6,000 people. Um,
holy shit. That
I
is
know, no, no,
tiny.
it is tiny. We all know each other. So it growing up, I think it was hard because it was a mix of my parents just wanting to protect me from the outside world, coming from such a small town, not really knowing what was out there. So it was a lot of it was tense. I don't remember it being great at times,
Yeah.
because you want to be yourself, but at the same time you cannot be yourself, and there's this trend of just having to be the same as everyone else, so you don't shine too much, and then people pick on you. So
Mm.
I remember just spending all these times not really exploring who I was as a person, just looking around and trying to imitate, which now I think about it, and that is just so sad. But yeah, with my family it's
Yeah.
always been quite good. I think with my dad there's always been a little bit more tension because he comes from a household with three brothers where toxic masculinity is a thing. He works with big heavy machines fixing things with an environment that is very masculine. So one of a
Mm.
sudden your son is a sissy. I think he struggled, but they kept it from me. They didn't tell me my dad was
Yeah.
struggling.
That's kind of nice parenting though. Like they kept
It
the
is, yeah.
struggle for them rather than put it on you and say, you're a problem. Like that's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sweet in its own
my,
way.
my mom told me all this later because obviously if you're mad at your son for whatever, although I
Yeah.
think it came from my mom that was like, you do not tell him this is not okay because it is okay. My mom is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Is
She
she
loves
like
it, by the way.
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love you. Love you, Mama
Yeah.
Choriza.
You know why it's so funny? Because the other day I was wearing this and I
Yeah.
turned around and she's wearing pretty much the same outfit. We are the same. We are the same. It's so funny. But my mom told him, you cannot project this into your son. But obviously, there were times where my dad would get mad at me and I wouldn't understand. And I was like, well, I've not done anything. Why is he angry at me?
Just his
And then later on,
frustration.
I know
Mm,
it had to come out of somewhere. You can't just keep
yeah.
that. So my mom eventually told me, I was like, well, we didn't tell you, but your dad struggled a lot with your
That's so
whole,
interesting.
like just
Yeah.
kept it from, because I think they saw I was already going through a lot, obviously with
Mm,
bullying thing, and my mom probably thought, he does not need to have this in the household. So
Yeah.
let's keep a space for him to be himself here, because he clearly cannot be himself out there. So that was
That's
very
so
nice.
sweet.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it's like
great.
I know, yeah, I get it. Like, but like, it's just you never hear about really parents that struggle with it, that just
Yeah,
kind of hold it up and actually kind of do the work themselves. Usually they project it onto the kids. So that's
I
really
know.
lovely.
It is, it is. And now he's great with it. Like
Yeah.
he comes to the shows. He gets, every time he sees me do something, he gets shocked. It's like, I don't think he's like, oh wait, this is good.
I know.
So it's like convincing him every time that what I'm doing is a great job.
Did
He
he
loves
try and
it.
like was your dad like a sporty kind of guy or like what was your dad like? Was he,
No,
get out
he's like
there
a
and rub some dirt in it?
yeah, he's like a very belly beer guy, just like enjoying his drink and his very heavy Spanish food, going for a
Yeah.
very heavy breakfast with his friends. Not very sporty. No. Now my brother and I are very sporty, and he's getting a little bit jealous. So he started going to the gym as well, because I don't think
Ah.
his masculinity can stand that his
Are you
shoes on.
are you sporty?
I am now. Can you
Or what
believe
did
it?
I know what? No, I can't. What kind of sport are you doing?
I have two personal trainers, one in Spain and one in the UK. I know. Mama is
Because
gonna hate that.
you've been looking great. Like you're looking
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you so much. I'm going for like I just love it. I'm Kitty Scott Claus basically, but Spanish.
So what are you
Minus the
what's your
hate.
did you say minus the hate?
I'm only joking.
Yeah, that all stars thing backfired on everyone, really, didn't it? No,
Oh, yeah.
so you two personal trainers,
Yeah,
one in England,
and
one
a
in Spain,
dietist in Spain.
and your diet. Are we doing any of
Yeah.
the secret injections? No.
I'm not. But I don't even like. I don't even care to deny it on socials, because
No,
if
no, not at all. Because
you know
people
what I
are
mean. Like I get it in the context that we're in. If a famous person is losing weight,
losing weight.
it's you know what I mean. Like I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
fight. But I was actually quite excited when I got my first Ozempic comment. I was like, we reached the
Yay!
goal,
She's like,
girls.
I've done
Like
it.
we reached the goal.
Yeah,
I know.
I
You know
think
what? I thought I'm gonna give it this one last shot at
Mhm.
doing this properly. And if I fail, then I'll do it. Because
Yeah.
yeah, but then I think the thought of I need to avoid doing it is what also it was like, okay, you need to succeed at this, because otherwise
Yeah.
you have one option left. So yeah.
Have you done like you on a diet as well?
Yeah. High protein. And that's been the most interesting thing, is just like learning how to eat.
Yeah.
And it's been great, to be honest. I see it very clearly. We tour a lot, so normally I
Yeah.
would tell myself, well, I'm out, I can't possibly eat anything that is not just takeaway. But then
Mm.
it's been the learning journey is like, no, there's plenty of things in the supermarkets that you can buy. So I'm eating a lot of boiled eggs, which luckily I love. I know, but that's not of me.
How was your gas?
It's always been bad, but I just embrace it.
I love it because, like, I'm kind of so I went to the doctor's the other day because I had to go for a sleep test because I haven't been sleeping very well. He was like doing all like the checklist of the things like your body conditions and whatnot, and he ticked obese.
Oh, you,
Me, mama, I'm obese
mama.
apparently because I'm short,
No, I
and I'm
was gonna say
short.
maybe it's because you are very short.
Yeah, and I don't like I'm not over like but my it's the BMI thing. The BMI's just put me into this like category of being obese. So
Yeah.
now and like I've been trying to lose weight. I eat pretty good. Like I'm pretty good with my diet and I'm eating a lot of different like I'm eating variety and healthy things and I'm not a snacker and stuff. The only thing is I just lack the motivation to exercise. I'm really terrible at that. Did you find that? How did you get over? Did you have that? Did you lack the motivation?
Yeah, no, 100%. I wouldn't do it by myself. That's why I have a PT. Because if I have a commitment that I'm meeting someone at one time, I will be there. So
Mm.
I book all my lessons, all my classes in advance, and then I have to be there. Otherwise, my lesbian gets angry, you know.
Oh, you got a lesbian trainer.
In
Yeah, and
Newcastle, yeah.
we don't want to let the lesbians down.
No. So that's what really got me. And then I heard someone recently said it takes a month to create a new habit. It takes 1 week to get rid of it. So that's really stuck in my mind. So now when I'm like away, I was in China recently and I was like, okay, there's a gym here. I need to at least go. twice a week,
Yeah.
It's little. It's also low expectations as well. Like, not don't put like I'm gonna go every day to the gym. Now go 2 days, go 3 days a week.
Yeah.
It's already gonna be an improvement. At least that's it was for me, and it worked. I love it.
It's paying off. It's looking great. You're looking good, bitch. Have you got an ab
Nice.
yet? Have you got an ab?
That's what we're working on now, because I lost all my ass as well, and now my straight in Spain, I was like, I need a big booty. It is like, I got you. So we're just working on the muscle now. I'm spending all August in a residency in a hotel in Spain, like a gay hotel. Where
Are
they
you
do like
doing a residency there?
yeah, it's great. It's lots of fun. I work 3 days a week and I'm free 4. And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 9 to 12, and then the rest I'm free. It's great. I'm so excited.
Bitch, that's amazing. Is it like you're doing like a one woman show, your one woman show?
No, it's like me and another one. It's like dinner shows. I can do my one woman show there. I wish I could actually, but no,
Yeah.
it's like a dinner show. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
fucking
easy.
that's a sweet job,
I
bitch.
know. So I need to. I'm trying to get a little bit like
You
strong for
get
that. So I'm
your
gonna be in
ass
the
out
pool a lot. Yeah.
with the and you'll be like, hey boys, ole ole, look at my little
Ole,
pussy.
Choriza
Ole
May.
ole. Choriza May.
Not wearing any pad.
What are you gonna be? Are
No,
you gonna
no.
be bare legged? Are you gonna have your bare legs? Gonna shave your
Can you
leg?
imagine?
Oh
No,
no, don't do it. Please don't do
not
that.
me. Not me.
It's
Not
one
me.
pair
But
of
like,
tights.
also, it takes so much fucking work. Like they have to tan them. I cannot be arsed.
No, no, and then like the ingrown hairs, like it's
Yeah.
not for me. No,
No,
thank you.
if I can avoid, I try to be covered up all up in here, so I don't even have to shave my chest. Like no, no.
I like to have. I'm a bit of. I've stopped shaving the below part of my chest now. I
Yeah.
used to shave my whole chest, and now I'm
Your
like
whole
letting the hair grow there,
good.
and then I just shave up there. It's quite nice. I'm quite enjoying being a little otter.
Oh, look at you and
I'm
your honor.
a little otter. I'm
You're growing
actually.
hair everywhere.
I know, and I've got my toupee on now, which I'm living my best
You look
life.
great. I
Thank
fucking
you.
love it.
I'm loving it too. I think I like we as you've witnessed the bald era.
Yeah.
Um and it was fine, but it wasn't me. It
No,
wasn't me. So I've embraced the tube. And it looks quite, you can't if I talk about it all the time, so everyone knows it is, but like
I can't tell. I cannot tell. I forgot. It happens to me because I know a few people who have it. I forget how you guys looked before.
yeah, I
Like
thank God. Don't ever remember it. I look like
no, I
look like fucking
literally
Uncle Fester. Actually, you mentioned something I want to talk about. How was China? What was China? What was going on? That was amazing.
that has to be the craziest thing that drag has brought into my life ever. So
Yeah.
there's this random day I get a WhatsApp message from this guy called Oscar in Spain. And he's like, hey, so I'm messaging you on behalf of the European delegation in China. Diversity Week is coming, and we would like to invite you to come over and do a series of workshops as part of Diversity Week in Beijing. And I'm like, let's read this again.
Yeah.
Let's read this again. I was like, I was not processing. It's like, is someone really fucking invited me to China? So yeah, that's what it was. Then we had a couple meetings, and they explained to me the situation that the queer people are facing in China, and most specifically in Beijing as well, which is a lot of
What is
repression.
yeah,
It's a
okay.
lot of repression, but disguised as good politics, and nothing is forbidden, but the rules are very unclear, is what I've learned. Like there's a very blurry line on what is okay to do and what is not. So people out of fear just tend to be like, okay, let's not piss anyone off. So drag is one of the things, like you cannot go to a Halloween party in a costume, for example. That's forbidden.
Really?
And there's cameras everywhere. So if they see you, they'll show up in your house. They are all the
Oh.
socials. They have their own social media. They don't have WhatsApp. They don't have Instagram. They don't have TikTok. They have their own versions of everything, and everything is monitored by the government. So anything that's going on in the country, they know, and they will show up at your door. So they warned me. It was like, in the end, there was different activities we were going to do. We are going to do a photo shoot in the Great Wall of China. Then we were going to do an initial workshop with experienced drag queens. Then we were going to do a performance at the residency of one of the ambassadors, and then at the embassies, and then another workshop with queer people who haven't necessarily done drag before. And they told us, like, there might be a chance that there's police at the door, and they tell people and call people friendly to be like, we recommend you don't go to this. And
Oh
then
my God.
people get scared and don't come. There's a chance you guys come and do nothing. And I was like, okay, I'm ready for that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. We're
No?
going to China, bitch.
Yeah, we're going to China anyway. I was like, whatever. Hopefully, we'll get to do it. So we did the photo shoot in the Great Wall of China. We did get some scores, although we went to the quietest area. And then after putting a few difficulties for us, like, oh, do you don't have any flags because you cannot have flags? Then you cannot do this. And when they saw we actually did everything right, then they were just like, yeah, you cannot get dressed. So that's why the photo shoot is just dragged from the head up because we're like,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
do it anyway. What they didn't realize is that they created the pictures tell a story now and they are a lot more
Yeah, and
powerful.
it's 100%. Because I didn't
So
realize
that
the
was
context of like what the climate was in China for queer people. I knew it probably wasn't great, but
yeah, but it's
mm,
because they keep it so hermetic. They don't let any information go out. So that's why this exchange was so needed for us to go there and really show them what it is to be a drag queen over here.
yeah,
And then we had the first workshop, which went fantastically. It was experienced drag queens. We did a round table, just talking about what it is to be a drag queen in China or what it is versus what it is to be a drag queen in Europe. It was great. Then we did a photo shoot together, fantastic. Then we did the party, which was great because it was in the embassy and it was
so it
fantastic.
was safe.
It was safe. And then we
Yeah,
did the final workshop. And obviously, we have created quite a buzz in Beijing with us being around going to the Wall of China, the first
yeah,
workshop, the party that we did. So we arrived to the delegation, the European delegation in Europe, in Beijing. There's police at the
shit.
door hiding every Chinese. They didn't care about us.
Ah,
Every Chinese person that
ah,
there was, they are IDing them. Some of them got calls the day before saying you shouldn't go to this. And then the other half, obviously, when the delegation saw there's the police outside, they called everyone and just was like, just know if you come, you're gonna get ID'd. Half of the people dropped. So it was a very I know. And then the other half did come in. There were a few immigrants as well. There was a Colombian trans girl. There was a Valencian guy, funnily enough. So there were a few people, obviously, that were exempt of this, like, just horrible police. And then when we did the whole workshop, which was absolutely fabulous, we got in quick drag. We make them do a mini challenge. Then we put them in
cute.
drag families. We gave them awards. It was so much fun. And then we left, and there was not one car, but 4 cars of police outside, just checking,
Really? Because
just
you're
checking.
such a domestic terrorist.
Like 2 fucking drag queens scaring one of the most powerful countries in the world. Like, are you joking me? Like,
Well, I
it was.
suppose like you represent that like that the freedom. That's what drag is, really. That freedom of expression, that freedom of ideas, the freedom of play, and you represent what they, kind of want to keep out.
Yeah, literally, they have a name for it. It's like
Um,
the malicious outsider forces or something like that. There's something like that. They have
oh,
a
there's a
word.
name, like a technical name for it in
Yeah,
China.
for us, like for
That's
anything that comes
wild.
from the outside of China that can affect the way people
Mm.
think in China. So yeah,
That,
apparently it was just intimidation tactics that they have, and they were trying to avoid that we were gonna group and march together. I think that's what they had in mind, and that's what the people
ah,
told us.
yeah.
So nothing happened in the end. But
God, my
anyway,
God, I would be such a shit when I'd be like, we're gonna storm the Capitol. Come on, we march. Like,
I know. That was us. That was us arriving in full drag from the hotel, like wearing sequin and bright colors. It was like, let's stare them up. But
I'm assuming people were very curious about it though. Like, did they want to take photos and stuff?
yeah, people were
Yeah,
so lovely. Everyone was
yeah,
like the people were mesmerized because they don't get to see it at all. In other cities, it's different. Apparently, they have a bit more freedom, but Beijing being the capital, it's fully controlled
it's
and
very
it almost
tight.
set
Yeah.
an example for the rest. So that was interesting to see Chinese queens from other cities when they came on the first workshop, just telling us that they too have drag shows, but
Oh, so there is other queens and drag
in other
artists and
cities who yeah.
wow.
But yeah, very interesting. It's just a shame because they are really fucking good. Like, I was gagged when we showed up. You arrive and you're like, oh, it's just a workshop, people won't make much of an effort. I was like, fucking hell, thank God I brought a good outfit because everyone were just fucking stunning.
It's that is in the same because I was watching that and I was like, I need to know the story. That is what a whirlwind of an experience.
I know, it was great. I love it. Like, every year just keeps getting crazy and crazy, and every year something happens that I'm like,
How did
what
this
the fuck?
happen?
Yeah, what the fuck? We're
And now you're
only in
doing.
June.
I know, bitch. You've had such a good year so far. Honestly, where do you get your? Because you do have such a great natural sense of humor, and just a very inviting energy. Where do you get like your like? Where do you feel like you've learnt that? And like you have a resilience as well about you. I always know that. Like you always just get up up and you get it going. Like there's no fuckery with Choriza May.
Yeah.
Where do you think you learnt that? Has that been a life thing?
I think it comes from I was like, I had to be something, I'll be the funny one as well, like I think it comes from high
Yeah.
school. It comes from being the only gay guy in my friend group for a long time. Then there's a few more.
They all come out, they creep
They'll come
out.
out eventually. They'll come out eventually. But for the longest time, I was the only gay guy in my group, and you kind of get pinned with this. Oh, you're the funny one, and I think I do
You are
think
pretty
Valencian
funny.
people have a very funny bone. So I think everything translates very well to English. Like I don't know. I think it's just in me.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I know. Most of the
Oh,
time. But no, yeah, I think
roast-
it's that. And then the resilience. I was talking about this with yesterday with a hookup. It was just like he was telling
Cam.
me it's like he has like a lot of anxiety and he's very aware that he stops himself from getting new things like a new job or stuff like that. And I was like, I get where you come from, and I used to be like that, but it just came to a point where I was very good at noticing when I was not doing stuff because of fear or insecurity, and I would point
Mm,
it very quickly because it's very easy to find excuse. Oh no, it's not the right time now. I know deep down I'm not going to that place, or I'm not going for this gig, or I'm not because I feel insecure to be turned down. And then I turned it around and was like, when I feel a little bit of that, I force myself to do stuff. So
mm,
I keep pushing myself to things. Sometimes you fucking smack your head against the wall, and that's okay. You get up and
yeah.
then you keep going. Like nothing is that deep.
Yeah. Have you, because obviously the podcast is about loss,
Mhm.
like because you've been in that mindset where you've sometimes gone, oh, I'm insecure about that. Is there one gig or a job or something that in your life that in particular that sits and you go, fuck, that mindset got me to a place where I said no to something and I regret it? Is there anything like that that's happened?
You know what? I've recently overcome it,
Yeah.
but for the longest time, I've been wanting to do my one woman show,
Mm,
and I've known I could do it, and I've been asked, "Would you like to do this?" There's a possibility for you to do this your own show in this theater, and that's been an opportunity that has been there for me for years to do, and I've been too scared to do it. So I've always been like, now I'm touring, now I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it was such a thing that I had there. I was like, I want to have my one woman show. It's always been my goal, but because it's always been my ultimate goal, it almost felt like I was not ready for all these years when I really fucking was. So until last year, it's always been the one thing that is always just been like really killing me. Like fucking hell, I need my one woman show. I needed to prove to myself that I can do it. So eventually, it became this thing where I'm terrified of it. I will have to fucking do it, and then I did it just this February, March.
yeah.
So it's been a bit of a journey for sure.
When you did your one woman show, because I am sucking this in because I'm the
Yeah.
same. I want to do my one woman show, but I've been petrified. I keep putting it off. I don't want to. Did you?
Yeah.
I want to know as like this might be boring to people out there, but if you want to get into one woman shows, I really want to know. Did you script the whole thing?
Yeah, I did. So I'll tell you actually how it came around and why I finally did it. So I had my
I'm ready.
tour. I had my UK tour, and this is crazy
Yeah.
because I haven't spoken about this publicly because of shame and embarrassment. But this is the
Okay. Well,
crazy
we're
thing.
breaking it down. We're breaking it down,
Exactly.
bitch.
I had my one woman show tour in the UK last year that got
Hmm.
cancelled a day before the tour was meant to
Yes.
happen. I was either I was gonna quit drag out of embarrassment. I would not. I just don't think I can get on a stage anymore. I was so embarrassed because for these months I had been pushing the tour, and then circumstances it gets cancelled, or I swing stronger. And then I thought, this is the time I'm gonna do my one woman show, like I always wanted, in a in a big theater in Valencia, a whole weekend, and we ended up selling out 4 dates in 3 days. So it was really fucking.
Wow.
So I scripted the whole thing. Yes, I had a concept.
Mm.
For me, it was important to have a story. So I just
Hmm.
sat down. I was like, "What's the story we're gonna tell?" And I need a structure. So I structured it in like different parts. And then of course there's lots of bits for improv. But yeah, the whole story, because we wrote original songs for it. We built
Amazing.
a set for it. It was like everything was very homemade because obviously the budgets are what the budgets are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wrote the whole thing. It was great.
That is amazing. Isn't that fascinating how, like, with all the circumstances out of your control, it's like trusting in the universe that where it's meant to be and how it's meant to be, it will happen. It
I
is
think
insane.
so. It's very that. It's exactly that. Like that tour was not meant to happen. The one in October, it was not
Mm,
meant to. And I needed that big fall to swing back up and do what I always dreamt of doing. And
yeah.
this is so cheesy, but everything does happen for a reason.
For a reason,
Most
it
of the
really
time.
does. Most of the time, yeah. Did the show change to what you originally had to what you ended up doing in Valencia?
Yeah, yeah. It was a completely new one.
Oh, it's like completely new show.
New one. Yeah, I been the previous one. It's quite traumatic, so I couldn't even look at my agent. Bless him. Is
Mm,
like, oh, we'll do it somewhere else, and I was like, Phil, I don't want to look at my own script that's going on. I don't even want to look at it.
mm,
It was such a traumatic experience. It was very stressful as well. Like it was lots
'cause-
of venues and just when you have to sell tickets and you're seeing that they are not getting to
mm,
the sales that you want to get, it was just like so stressful for so long. So I
mm.
was like, I need a new show. I must say, it's a brilliant one.
Yeah. Well, that's what,
A
but yeah, and that's
brilliant
the thing.
show.
Like, it feels better when you're doing it and you know that your heart and soul is in it, and it's like, yes, this is it. Is it? And without spoilers, like, what's the sort of what can you tell us about the show? Like, what's the synopsis?
Yeah, so the show, which is fun, is that now it's gonna tour around small
Mm.
cities and towns in Valencia, which is really cool. Um,
Yeah.
so the show is about me being in the UK for too long. So I get a call, and it's this office of Valencianness calling me. It's a made out office, obviously, and they are telling me that because I've been out for so long, they are considering removing my Valencian identity out of me. So if I want to keep it, I have to fly back to Valencia and just get through these tests and challenges to prove that I am the Valencian queen that I claim to be. So the show is me getting through these challenges and just as well as an emotional journey and just
Yeah.
doing all these things that are very cliche Valencian and that are translated into really fun and camp songs or numbers. And then people get to vote if I pass the challenges or not. With
Oh,
like
really? On the night?
yeah, on the night. And then at the end, I get a call, and then things unfold. So, and it's nice because people want to find out who the person who's calling is, and then it's like a big surprise at the end. And it's just every test is presented in a video by a Valencian celebrity as well. So I have like little cameos and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Oh, I love that's fucking magic. I'm kind of glad that the last show got cancelled so you
Me
had this
too. Me
experience.
too. Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. Me too.
It feels like it just was what needed to happen.
I know, yeah, and it's not just changed that; it's changed my whole mentality because I wanted to be more in Spain, and I think last year maybe the percentage I would be in Spain would be 20%, and then
Mm,
80% in the UK, and I always wanted to be more around there. And now it's like 40% in Spain,
mm,
80%, 60% in the UK. So I'm there a lot more, and I just push
mm.
myself to be around there a lot more, and I love it.
Yeah. Are you craving that like time back in your own country?
Yes, I am, to be honest.
Yeah.
I am because at the moment I have to plan everything around work, because obviously I'm a citizen here in the UK and I tax
Mm.
here in the UK, so we need to keep the tax people happy.
Yeah.
You know, I have
Yeah,
to be here
yeah.
and I have to do most of my work here. But I bought a house in Spain, and the
Oh,
plan is to
yes.
eventually, at some point, when it's finished, because we have to redo it and everything. When it's finished,
Mm,
I'll probably move back,
mm.
but
Yeah.
then Europe, so it's so easy to just jump in a plane
Just
and
jump in and jump out. And that's the thing. I think you're so legendary in both the UK and around Europe. So I don't think that's ever going to be a problem. But I
you
do
know,
understand that feeling like being closer to family and connecting, I think, a little bit to the roots of your
mhm.
soul, especially as you get older.
Yeah,
I crave that a little bit now. Like I like going back home to Perth where my family is, just being around them. It just charges you back up.
yeah. I think people forget with immigrants, and I say people, I even mean my boyfriend. Not now
Yeah.
because he's an immigrant in Spain, but when I was
Yeah.
living here with him, sometimes I would need a lot of like cuddles and things like that. And he, obviously I'm very Spanish, I'm very touchy, and he maybe would be like, you're too much, or
Yeah, and
too
British people
heavy.
are not that.
I know. And I was like, you need to remember, I left all my family and all my friends back in my country. So if I ask for fucking cuddles, you
You
fucking
give me
provide cuddles.
fucking cuddle.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, we leave a lot behind. And most of the time is fine because you're just working and you're focusing on your goals and you're like, okay, this is what I have to do. And it's fine. But you're right. As you get a little bit older, it's like, is it worth everything that I left behind for whatever it is that I get here? And then now that I have the experience and I can see clearly that it doesn't matter where I'm living, I can just be anywhere.
Yeah, you keep, yeah.
It doesn't matter where I live, really.
Yeah, I feel the same thing. It's just craving that, like, and because of the times we're living in, with how crazy everything is, I want to have more time with those, because I feel like sometimes when we're younger, you kind of go off and you don't really think about that you're like leaving your family behind. You're like, I've had years with them, and then you go and do your thing, and then you're like, well, what is it, like, what is it all for? If you're not, if you're making money and you're doing like all these things, if you can't share these experiences with your family and friends, then what are we doing?
I know, it's the whole key. Like, I'd rather have a little bit less and I'm able to share it with everyone, like,
Yeah,
it doesn't have much meaning if you don't have people to share these experiences with. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. Like, it really
what's the
doesn't.
point? What's the
What's the
point?
point?
I sort
That's
of,
why, like, in this, it's cool because this residency I get a +1 in the hotel. So Ian is coming for 2 weeks.
oh, good.
My brother, who is straight, is coming for 1 week to this gay
Oh,
hotel.
well, your brother's gonna just have to dip his toe in.
I know. It's just like, just embrace it. You're single, Just try it. This is the place.
Just try it. Yeah, no judgment here. No judgment.
And then my friend Florencia from she's the one that does the wigs as well. Florencia Wigs is coming for
Oh,
another.
yes. Oh, beautiful. Look at you.
And she's
God,
nice.
you really are providing for the kids, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I love it. I love it. If I get a
Yeah.
+1, I bring everyone. So
Yeah, I bring everyone. +1, I'll have 10. Thank you.
come. I don't want to do it by myself. No,
I know it's boring. It's fun when we have people with us. But Choriza May, as we come to the end of our time together, I'd like to finish off with this one question that I've been asking everybody, and it's really fascinating. From all the experiences that you've had in your life and the journeys that you've been on, and from the losses that you've experienced and the things that maybe haven't gone so right, what is something you've found? What have you found?
I think the main thing is life comes from you and not at you. And I think you do have the power to make things better. And it might take time and everything has a process, but time moves forward and so do you. So it's just, I think the human race has just the inherited ability to just move forward with everything and get better. So I think you need to lean on that side of yourself and just know that there's a time for everything, and there's time for you to feel low, and there's grace, and there's beauty, and there's energy to be transformed into something good from any experiences in life, good or bad. So everything enriches you, your mistakes, your losses, everything can help you move forward and become the person that you want to become. And I think that's beautiful.
Oh, I love that. I think that is bloody beautiful too. Like you.
Oh, like you.
I just bloody love you. Honestly, you bring joy into my life, and I'm honored that I get to call you my sister. I really am.
Same way.
But oh, my diva. Well, before I leave you, so the people obviously can find you on Instagram, Choriza May.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there anywhere that you want me to direct the family, direct the kids?
Yes, go to my Spotify, listen to my music. It's
Ole,
great.
ole. Yeah.
Hannah does the best Choriza May impression.
I really do. I love Choriza May. It's so wonderful. I was doing it in the Philippines because they love you.
I saw the video.
They love you. Like, they're obsessed. Like, you need to go to the Philippines
Oh,
ASAP.
fingers crossed. That's the next Marina. The word conversations. Marina just needs to pick them up. She's just too busy.
She's got to Vegas. Like, honestly, she really came out on top. But yeah, so go and listen to Choriza's music. Also, can people come to the Gay Hotel and see your shows?
Yes, please. So I'm gonna be the post of all my gigs is up on my also on my Instagram. But do come to Torremolinos in Hotel Ritual this summer because I'm gonna be there 3 days a week for the whole of August. It's 5 weekends and it's
See,
just so much fun. So and people from
yeah,
all over the world come over. So come, come, come,
yeah,
come.
come into Choriza. She'll love you.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, Choriza May, thank you for joining me on my pod. I love you so much. Miss you. I'm giving you a massive cuddle. Oh,
Love you. A
oh.
little snap.
I love you. Oh.
Love you,
Oh,
baby. Thank you for having me.
everybody, Choriza May, love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. I am so grateful and so honored to have been able to have that chat with my beautiful Choriza May. She is just such a beautiful soul. And I was learning things, and I think if you could probably tell, I was really asking those hard-hitting questions for those artists out there that are struggling, getting that one-woman show off because off their bucket list, because that is where I'm at the moment. I am working on a show though. It's not a one-woman show. It's a two-person show, and I'm working closely with someone. Could be my brother, if you know. If you're in the know, my brother is 100. Oh, well, was 100% that Tim. Now it's just Tim Collins. He's a TikToker and Instagram influencer. He's incredibly talented, and we may or may not be working on something together, which has just been such a joy to do. So, okay, but yes, Chorice's advice. I think it goes beyond just those one-woman shows and creativity. I think if you've got an idea and there's something in you that is bursting to come out and something you want to try, I think you just need to do it. You need to just bite the bullet and give it a go, because we waste too much time making excuses and putting things on the back burner because we're like, oh, we'll get to that later. No, we've got no time to waste. Now is the time. Honestly, I think that's actually my healing hands for today. I'm gonna just double whammy what Choriza said. So welcome to Healing Hands, everyone. As we all know, my certificate one in Reiki means I'm a hands-on healer, but I am, doing illegal remote healing through my podcast. So I'm going to back off. I'm going to jump on the back of Choriza's message there that every single day, and I'm saying this to me as well. This is not just for you out there. I need to hear this, and I'm trying to take this advice on myself. I think I'm an expert in procrastination. I'm an expert in going, "Ah, I can just do that another day." I will sit there and I don't know if this probably ties in as well, but I will put an alarm on and I will turn the alarm off and count how many more minutes I can have in my mind. I can have 13 and a half more minutes sleep if I just skip this over, and then I end up rushing and I'm late, and I'm trying to get out of that habit and break that habit of being of pushing things back and pushing things into having shorter time periods and not giving them my full focus. So I think what I'm trying to say is that we need to stop the flippant way that we waste our time sometimes and the way that we push things away. I think we really need to grab life by the balls. And I'm just looking around sometimes out there on the news and seeing how the world is. And I'm like, oh God, guys, I don't know how much more time we've got. So we may as well just make the most of it. So, just honestly, if there's a goal that you have or there's an idea that you have, just start working on it. We just got to start working on it. We're just going to rip that band-aid off and just do it. Ask the questions. Minnie Cooper gave me this advice once. She said, if there's something you want to do, just, oh, it's the question that you have, ask it. The worst that they can say is no, fuck off, piss off. Sorry. That's the worst that can happen. And then yes, that might bruise the ego a little bit, but at least At least you're not sitting in your mind wondering, asking questions, just because I think the longer we push things away, the more unmotivated we become and the less likely we are to do it. And then that idea sort of fades into the background. Could you imagine how many little idea bubbles are just floating away because we've just let them sort of die? But everything will happen when it needs to happen. But I think there is a part of us that needs to actually take the bull by the balls and really just get these things going. So I'm encouraging you this week, your homework this week, kids, is if there's a little project or this is something, an idea, just even if it's like just you put pen to paper and or finger to keyboard, whatever it may be, or if there's a little project, just start tackling it little by little. And I think the little by little bit and like the it will get the ball rolling and it will start snowballing into being a bigger thing. So projects out there that you have going, the things, the ideas that you have, let's just give it a go, kids. I'm going to take my advice. I'm going to start doing some typing on my one woman show. That's my goal this week. That's my goal. I'm also going to do my taxes. That is piling up. But start the project, kids. Start the project. That is our goal this week. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. But thank you again to Choriza May for joining me on the pod. I'm honored to you out there listening to me and watching the show. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And I cannot wait for the next episode. I have no idea who our next guest is because I haven't booked them yet. So we're going to figure it out. Woo! But I love you all. Have a fantastic week. Start those projects, bitches. Okay? Kick it in the dick, you little bitch. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Have a great week. And I'll see you soon. Bye.